Hey everybody, my name's Mike Tomorrow, and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about is a very sad topic, but it has to be discussed to spread awareness for Asperger's and autism and other disabilities as well, because spreading awareness is the key role here to get the point across to people that might not know about it, and it's probably a good idea that I talk about it. But anyways, the article has to deal with someone who was working at Target and committed suicide 3 days later. And my reaction to it when I read it was very sad, and I wanted to cry almost. That people are so cruel in this world that they do not understand what it is that Asperger's is. They do not understand that people with Asperger's need the help, need the programs out there for them. They need funding, you know? I wrote a letter to the President of the United States explaining that we need more funding and more programs and more in the way of awareness for people with Asperger's. We do not need people to cast us aside, you know? But anyways, I do have the printed copy here, and I also have the internet article as well. You know, so I do have both in the way of the article. Now, to sum up the article, or I'll read the one that I have on the internet here right now. Mother sues Target for her son's suicide following humiliating termination. Just in case you don't know what termination means, it means fired. So, I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I know some of you probably did not know that. But anyways, the article states that a mother in Pasadena, California, sued Target over her son's suicide, which was reportedly the result of a humiliating disciplinary measure that involves police intervention and handcuffs. Graham Gentles, 22, was working as a cashier at a Pasadena Target store when he was one day subject to the walk of shame, a disciplinary practice that involves employees being paraded around the store in handcuffs, placed in a police car, and taken to custody. And if I can get this computer to work here. According to Virginia Gentle's lawsuit, her son arrived at work last July and was immediately met by police and store security. Come on now. He was then handcuffed and led throughout the store to an office. Mr. Gentles was shocked, confused, and mortified at being handcuffed and walked through the Target store in front of his coworkers and customers, the suit read. Mr. Gentles had no idea why he was being arrested. Gentles was taken to the police station where he was questioned and subsequently released. He was never charged with any crime. And he went on to say that it was the worst day that he had in his life. Now, what's sad is 3 days later, he would go to a Marriott nearby, and he would jump off the roof of the Marriott, and he would kill himself by suicide, which is sad, you know. This is also about, this is considered bullying and harassment, and I'm glad his mom took up the case and decided to sue Target, because they need to know that it's inappropriate behavior. And I hope she wins her case, because she deserves it for what she had to put through on losing her son over suicide and bullying and all that. And it's not right. Nobody should be bullied at work. And I've talked about workplace bullying on here before. And it's not fun. You know? The people held responsible should be ones that should be disciplined and lose their jobs. You know? This is over the line. Nobody should be bullied. Nobody should be harassed at the workplace. They should be there to enjoy their job and to work so they can make the money to pay their bills. You know? But in this society today, no one gives a damn about people with Asperger's, and they don't want to help them out. It's like, why do we even bother to live sometimes? That's the way I feel. Because nobody wants to care about people with Asperger's, and they don't want to care. But, to tell you the truth, Asperger's is something that will never go away. Even as you grow up, from being a child to adult, you will have Asperger's for the rest of your life. And you have to deal with it. You have to live with it. It's like a deaf person. They lose their hearing, and they have to live the rest of their lives dealing with it. You know? I'm sorry to make the comparison there, but I'm just trying to illustrate a point here that you have to live with it. There's no escaping it. And people may think the only way to escape it is to kill yourself, to have suicide. That's not right. We need more funding for people with Asperger's so they can live, so that they can survive. It's not fair that people with Asperger's get treated wrongly and treated discriminately in this world. I feel that we are being discriminated, and I talked about that on one of the videos I did last week, that we're getting discriminated. And people just don't care. They don't care that they decide to remove Asperger's as a disability in their latest DSM book. You know, it's not fair. They need to have it in there. It's a mental disability that never goes away. And people need to understand that. People also need to understand that us adults need help. And if this story can get out there and help spread awareness for autism and Asperger's, then it'll be fine, you know? Then people will understand that we need to treat people with Asperger's differently. Well, not the differently that results in bad behavior and all, but we need to take the tools and we need to help them. You know? This is wrong. This is unbelievable. People need to learn that Asperger's is here to stay, unfortunately. You know? And like I said, I did write a letter to the President of the United States asking him to have more funding for people with autism and Asperger's. And, you know, so that they can get the tools that they need in life and to help them out. You know? Because if people don't care, then, you know, then we get screwed at the end. Period. You know, and I do wish Miss Gentles good luck on her court case. And I'm sorry that if I'm saying your name wrong, but that's the way I read it. You know, I hope that your lawsuit goes through successfully, and I hope that you get every penny that you sued for. because you deserve it, you know? But anyways, I do wish Miss Gentles good luck, and her son to rest in peace. You know, I don't ever want to be in that situation myself, you know? But it's a hard situation to deal with, you know? And it's just hard for us to deal with suicide. And if we can spread awareness on this story, then more and more people will understand, and hopefully more and more people will try to help in this government. You know, because our government does not care about Asperger's whatsoever. I tried getting help before for the agencies with persons with disabilities, and they don't consider Asperger's to be a disability, and they don't want to, and that's sad, you know. And then I tried vocational rehab to get myself a better job out there, and it's sad that they only want me to stay at my job at Disney that I had. And they didn't care about me going out there and trying to get a new job. Well, they probably did, but they didn't really care about me going out there and trying to get another job. You know? And it's sad. It's sad that we get treated the way we do, but with awareness, we can have more people to accept what we go through on a daily basis, you know. I'm going to leave you. I'll talk to you guys all later.